History is often presented as a series of dates and names. But beneath the surface lies a world of extreme, almost unbelievable realities. The numbers, the scales, the human triumphs and tragedies, they defy our modern comprehension. Today, we journey back in time to uncover 20 historical facts so extreme they sound like fiction. Let's begin with the backbone of an empire. The Romans were master engineers, and their road network is a testament to their ambition. They constructed over 400,000 kilometers of roads, a web of stone and gravel connecting every corner of their vast domain. To put that into perspective, that's enough road to circle the Earth 10 times. This network wasn't just for moving armies. It was the circulatory system of an empire carrying trade, messages, and culture at an unprecedented speed. From the roads of Rome, we travel east to a structure visible from space. The Great Wall of China is not a single wall, but a sprawling series of fortifications stretching over 21,000 kilometers. Built across dynasties, over centuries of labor, its purpose was to protect Chinese states and empires against raids and invasions. Millions of workers toiled, many perishing in the process, earning it the grim nickname of the longest cemetery on Earth. It stands as a monumental symbol of human persistence and the sheer scale of ancient defense. But history is not only about what we build. It's also about what can tear us down. In the mid-14th century, a microscopic enemy brought Europe to its knees. The Black Death, a devastating pandemic, swept across the continent with terrifying speed. It's estimated to have wiped out up to 60% of Europe's population. In just a few years, between 25 and 50 million people perished. Cities became ghost towns, and the social and economic fabric of the world was irrevocably altered. It was a demographic catastrophe on a scale that is difficult for us to even imagine. Centuries later, humanity would face another cataclysm, this one of its own making. The Second World War from 1939 to 1945 was the deadliest conflict in human history. It resulted in an estimated 60 to 85 million fatalities, which constituted about 3% of the entire world's population at the time. The sheer magnitude of the loss, the global reach of the conflict, and the introduction of new, terrifying weapons of war marked a dark turning point for civilization. From global conflict, we turn to the ambition of a single man who reshaped the world. Genghis Khan, born Temujin, forged the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous land empire in history. At its peak, it stretched across 24 million square kilometers, from the Pacific Ocean to the doorstep of Europe. His military genius and the discipline of his forces were legendary. The Mongols' power lay in their cavalry, a force that could number over 200,000 riders. For a nomadic people, fielding such a massive, coordinated army was an unprecedented feat of organization and logistics, allowing them to conquer with astonishing speed. While the Mongols dominated the steppes, a vibrant civilization flourished in the heart of the Americas. The Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, was an architectural marvel built on an island in Lake Texcoco. At its height in the early 16th century, it was home to more than 200,000 people. This made it one of the largest cities in the world, larger than Paris, London, or any other European capital of the era. Its intricate system of canals, causeways, and magnificent temples stunned the Spanish conquistadors who first laid eyes on it. Let's travel even further back, to the cradle of one of the world's most enduring civilizations. Ancient Egypt's history is a story of incredible longevity. Over a period of more than 3,000 years, it was ruled by over 30 dynasties. This staggering timeline saw the rise and fall of kingdoms, the construction of wonders, and the development of a culture that continues to fascinate us. For context, the entire history of the Roman Empire, from its founding to its fall, could fit comfortably within the reign of the pharaohs. At the heart of the ancient world's intellectual life was a legendary institution, the Library of Alexandria. A beacon of knowledge in its time, it aimed to collect all the world's wisdom under one roof. While exact figures are lost to history, ancient sources suggest it may have held up to 700,000 scrolls. The destruction of the library, which occurred over several centuries, is considered one of the greatest intellectual tragedies in history, a loss of knowledge we can only guess at. Back in Rome, the empire's grandest stage for public spectacle was the Colosseum. This massive amphitheater, an icon of imperial power, could hold an astonishing number of spectators, up to 80,000 people. That's a capacity comparable to many of today's largest modern sports stadiums. For nearly 500 years, it hosted gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, and public executions, a brutal yet central part of Roman life. Cities, however grand, are always vulnerable. In 1666, a small fire that started in a London bakery quickly spiraled out of control. Fanned by strong winds and fueled by the city's wooden buildings, the Great Fire of London raged for 4 days. When the smoke cleared, over 13,000 homes, 87 churches, and most of the city's public buildings lay in ashes, leaving 100,000 people homeless. But the destructive power of nature can far exceed that of man-made disasters. In 1556, the Shanxi province in China experienced the deadliest earthquake ever recorded. The catastrophic event is estimated to have killed 830,000 people. Entire communities were wiped out in an instant, with some counties losing over 60% of their population. The scale of the death toll is a chilling reminder of the Earth's immense power. Sustaining a megacity like ancient Rome required logistics on an epic scale. To feed its massive population, the city of Rome alone required an annual importation of 150,000 to 300,000 tons of grain, mostly from Egypt and North Africa. This monumental effort, known as the Cura Annone, involved thousands of ships and a complex system of distribution to ensure the city's stability and prevent bread riots. Fast communication was key to governing a vast empire. The Persian Empire, under Darius the Great, established the Royal Road, a highway network stretching over 2,700 kilometers from Susa to Sardis. Dotted with postal stations, it allowed royal couriers to travel the entire length of the road in just 7 to 9 days a journey that would take a normal traveler 3 months. It was the information superhighway of the ancient world. In another part of the world, a different kind of empire built a different kind of road. The Inca Empire, nestled in the Andes Mountains, created an astonishing road network of over 40,000 kilometers. What makes this feat even more incredible is that they did it without the use of wheels or large draft animals like horses. Their advanced system of paved roads, bridges, and stairways expertly navigated some of the most treacherous mountain terrain on Earth. Let's move to the seas. The dominant warship of the ancient Mediterranean was the trireme. Sleek and deadly, these Greek vessels were propelled by the raw power of human muscle. To reach full combat speed, a single trireme required a crew of 170 rowers, arranged in 3 tiers, all pulling their oars in perfect synchronized harmony. Commanding such a vessel was a complex feat of coordination and endurance. Nature's power isn't limited to earthquakes and volcanoes. In the early 20th century, a fungus sparked a global agricultural crisis. The Panama disease outbreak swept through banana plantations worldwide, targeting the dominant Gros Michel variety. The blight was so devastating that it destroyed more than 40% of the world's banana crops, forcing the entire industry to switch to the Cavendish banana we know today. In 1815, the eruption of Mount Tambora in modern-day Indonesia was the most powerful volcanic eruption in recorded history. The explosion was heard thousands of kilometers away, and it ejected so much ash and sulfur into the atmosphere that it caused a volcanic winter. Global temperatures dropped by an average of 3 degrees Celsius, leading to the year without a summer in 1816, which caused crop failures and famine across the northern hemisphere. A single day can change the course of history. In 216 BCE, at the Battle of Cannae, the Carthaginian general Hannibal inflicted a crushing defeat on the Roman Republic. Through brilliant tactical maneuvering, his smaller army encircled and annihilated a much larger Roman force. Historical estimates suggest that between 50,000 and 70,000 Roman soldiers were killed in a single day of fighting, making it one of the deadliest single-day battles in all of history. Finally, we return to Egypt and to its most iconic monuments. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for the pharaoh Khufu, is a marvel of ancient engineering. It is constructed from an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. While many of these blocks weigh a few tons, some of the massive granite stones used for the king's chamber weigh up to 80 tons each. How the ancient Egyptians quarried, transported, and lifted these colossal stones with such precision remains one of history's most compelling mysteries. From monumental structures to microscopic plagues, these extreme facts reveal the incredible scope of our shared past. They remind us that history is not just a story, but a landscape of staggering realities that continue to shape our world today. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the extremes of history fascinating, be sure to subscribe for more.